With the travelling season well and truly here, I know a lot of people will be thinking about heading to Spain and considering options for stopping over off campsites for that bit of freedom and to save a bit of money. However, with the rules in Spain it can be a little complicated, so in this video we'll share our research and experience of travelling and stopovers there. There are often headlines around wild camping in Spain, and it is true that the rules can be a little hard to follow. Even though we're lucky enough to have a fluent Spanish speaker in the family, it's still not easy. So here is a quick rundown of what we've found. The simple rule for Spain is that wild camping is not allowed. Now that sounds like a bad thing, doesn't it? But it's not actually as bad as it sounds, and that's because the Spanish definition of camping versus parking is very useful to understand. Outside of a campsite, camping is not permitted, so let's take a look at what the Spanish authorities would look for to show someone is camping.
Causing a noise disturbance, for example with a generator, having any stabilisers extended, emptying of any fluid tanks, having an extended awning, having chairs, tables or any other camping equipment outside, or open windows that swing out. Basically anything that extends the footprint of the vehicle is classed as camping.
However, the rules in Spain do allow for overnight parking, as long as you are within any posted parking limits, so let's have a look at what that allows.
Parking can be day or night. As roof vents or skylights don't extend the footprint of the vehicle, they can be open. Occupants can be inside, for example eating or sleeping, and wheels can be chocked or turned to prevent the vehicle rolling.
So, if you stick within these rules, there are no Spain-wide restrictions on stopping over in your van wherever it is legal to park. To slightly complicate matters, there are a few restrictions to be aware of. But before we look at those, while we're talking about travelling abroad, it's worth thinking about keeping your van safe. So if you are looking for a GPS tracker, it's important to make sure it works everywhere you need it to. The CarLock Tracker we use, and who are very kindly sponsoring this video, not only able to connect to multiple networks in the UK to help make sure it has a signal, it also works out of the box in over 70 countries worldwide, meaning you are protected whilst you travel. The reassurance of the critical warnings we get on our phone if the van is knocked, started, moved, or if the tracker is disconnected gives us peace of mind when we travel, home and abroad. With purchase costs from as little as £30, it's definitely something we wouldn't be without. You can check out our full video on all the great features that the CarLock trackers give us up here, and there's more information in the video description, including our special discount code for you to use. Now let's take a look at those other restrictions that may impact where you can stay overnight in Spain.
National parks in Spain often have additional rules preventing overnight parking, and Spanish law states you may not park up within 20 metres of a beach in urban areas or 100 metres in rural areas. Some regions also apply slightly different rules for stopovers that we need to be aware of. The Navarre regions say stays should be short and limited, though they aren't specific on a length of time. In Galicia, different municipalities have set different limits, but most range between 1 and 2 nights maximum in one location. Castilla-La Mancha are more specific with 48 hours max stay in one location, and it's the same in Catalonia and Asturias. And finally, Murcia increase the maximum limit to 72 hours. Other areas may have limits, but we've not been able to find those out.
So overall, I would say if you stick to the guidelines of what parking overnight in Spain should look like, and within the region's rules, Spain is actually more friendly towards overnight stops than the UK. Simply avoiding staying too long in one spot, causing a disturbance, or drawing attention to yourself by setting up a camp, in our experience has given us lots of opportunities for overnight stops in various locations without a problem. I hope that information is helpful, and if you are heading over to Spain or anywhere else, you have safe and enjoyable travels.
Thanks for watching our video, and as always, if you have any questions or feedback, please pop them in the comments below. If you find the video useful, please like, share and consider subscribing.